Hello and welcome back to Path of the Midnight Sun. Let's go.
Sir Onier and his companion trudge onwards through the wintry woods, shimmering crystalline snowdrifts lying marred in their wake. Somewhere ahead, she assures him, is Tarmen, a small town on the edges of Pylum, where they might find respite from the bitter cold and the howling of distant monsters. Though pervasive and biting, the cold is the least of his concerns. His past is an enigma, his companion similarly so. He knows there are truths to both lurking in the corners of his mind, and yet they just will not come. And whenever her blind eyes turn his way, he senses a wry, sad smile. It is a relief when the wooden gates of Tarmen emerge from the snowy haze. The knight picks up his pace, guiding her carefully around the last snow-encrusted rocks dotting their path. The siren's call of a warm tavern irresistible.
The narrator has a good narrating voice, but Chapter 1, Whispers of Tarman. The enunciation and kind of flow of it was a bit weird. Suzaku's point of view. How long has it been? I can't see anything besides trees and snow, and it's been like this for a while. Me and Shiri haven't been talking to each other. Perhaps she just wants to let me digest all the information about my now gone past. After what seemed an endless expanse of snowy woodland, finally a break to the monotony, a piece of civilization.
I think it's fine.
So, this is Tarmen. It's more lively than I thought for a village in the middle of nowhere.
Nini!
We're finally here, Nini. Thank goodness. My feet hurt a bit from walking all day. Oh, worry not, maiden. We'll rest soon. You're right, thank goodness. Anyway, there seems to be more people here than I thought. Well, that's natural. Tarmen is on the border between Hoikada and Pylum. The town's always full of merchants and travelers.
I can see you.
And thanks to my power, I can sense that the tavern is over there. I'm sleepy. Oh, no worries. You'll be able to rest soon. You definitely deserve it, after all you've been through today. Yes. Hopefully a good night's sleep will help me recover some strength, and my memories as well. Let's go, Nini. I'm right behind you. After all that happened today, I'm sure that... Not again. The sudden confusion and the sensation like a boulder on my back. There are no doubts. I'm having another bout of amnesia.
Nini! Oh no! Nini!
Shiri, I can hear you calling my name desperately, but it's too late now. I'm sorry. Soon I'll forget everything about you. Again.
Nini!
This is my destiny. Farewell, everyone. Hmm? Have I lost it completely?
What the? A dog?
It's so cute, isn't it?
Orf! Orf!
Oh, I see that you already understand each other.
Of course, something else just had to happen. And a dog of all.
I think I'm starting to remember.
So, I fell on my face after this creature jumped on my back.
It's going to be shiny.
You're so lucky, Nini. To think that a Lucas would like you. It's not something that happens every day for sure. A Lucas? Exactly, but wait, you can't remember what a Lucas is, right? I know that's a rhetorical question, so just tell me already. What's the deal with this dog, please?
Oh, wow.
Actually, it's not a dog. Lucoi are a very rare species of dwarf wolves. Ah, so it isn't a dog, but a dwarf wolf? And is Lucoi the plural of Lucas then? It sounds so foreign. Indeed, and the reason why they're so rare is that they've been hunted for centuries. I see Lucoi tend to fall sick and die when held in captivity, but some disgusting, remorseless people don't care about that. They are more interested in the Lucoi's distinctive trait, their ability to sniff wealth. Sniff wealth? This little guy here? Hey, down boy, down. Oh, it only wants to play. Why don't you pet it? What should I do? Sure, we'll pet the wolf. It's fluffy. It seems like this Lacos really loves you already, Nini. Yes, but fail to understand why.
What?
Wait, could it be that?
Nini?
Do you remember something?
Oh, yes. I remember now.
Actually, I'm poor. Oh, come on, what's so funny about a gold sniffer dwarf wolf being so fond of a poor amnesiac man? That's exactly the funny part. Perhaps this Lucas is blinder than me.
Ah!
Oh, gods. Oh? What are you doing back there? Well, we've played enough. I think it's about time we go to the tavern. Alright, but what do we do with the Lucas? The little creature is staring at me. Let's take it with us, sure. Really? Yay!
Let's do it.
Well, you said it's a very rare species, right? I think it would be safer if it came with us. Hey, calm down. Wait. What's got into you? It's just happy, Nini. I think so. Well, it seems we have a new team member? Who would have ever thought? Apparently you have a dog. Oh, it's a wolf game, please. The Lucas is now following you. This rare and cute creature will help you find the treasures that are hidden in the backgrounds. Pay close attention to your cursor during exploration sequences. If it becomes a paw, there might be something waiting for you in that point. Legends say that the bark of Lucoi sounds like woot. Could this be a mix between woof and lute? These creatures are truly fascinating. I think I've made the right choice. And now, to the tavern. Starting to feel quite hungry. Okay, but first off, we gotta look for loot. Oh, 54 gold. Is this the tavern? I should go in, I'm quite hungry. I suppose you agree with me. Okay, that's the whole building, essentially. Right, we'll talk to you in a second, child. These street lamps are very peculiar for some reason. I think I understand what you mean. Would you care to elaborate, though? I have a vague feeling that I've never seen something like this.
I feel nothing.
Even with my amnesia, I get a sense of nostalgia whenever I see something I'm used to, but looking at these street lamps, I feel nothing.
I have an idea.
That's a very acute observation, actually, and I have a possible explanation. These lamps are typically Hoikadian. Since you've lived most of your life in Pilum, it's normal that they don't ring a bell. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Thanks. Anytime, Nini. Okay.
Nini?
Are you interested in this monument, Nini?
I can't remember.
Yes, it makes me feel melancholic, but I can't understand why. I'm quite sure I've never been here before. Probably because you've already seen something like this elsewhere. This is a memorial. You also have them in Pilum. This one lists all the victims in the Third War against the Demon King, just from this area. Are you telling me that all the names written on there are war victims? But that list seems infinite. There are so many names. The power of the Demon King was immense. With a swipe of his hand, he could kill dozens of people. The only ones who managed to hurt him were the 8 legendary heroes, but even so, they had to walk on a path of corpses to get there.
I see.
That's truly terrifying. It is. And what's that symbol on the flag? It feels nostalgic. Oh, that's the national symbol of Pilum, the Radiant Eagle. This memorial was built by the theocracy 21 years ago, when the conflict finally ended and the king was sealed inside Lady Faratras. I hope that similar atrocities won't happen ever again. That will depend on the vassal, and on us as well. Okay. Well, this seems to be an armory. However, I think it's closed now. There's a message on the door. The fabulous armory of Tarmen, Monday to Friday, 7 AM to 5 PM. It seems like I have to come back tomorrow. I'm really curious to see what kind of weapons they sell in this fabulous armory. Any more paw prints? Any hidden treasures? Doesn't seem that way. Wait. Oh, okay. Nice that it also makes a sound that makes it far easier. No more sounds, okay.
Youngin'?
Hey, you, young'un. Good evening. Do you need something?
Yeah!
Who gave you permission to speak? Bore, banger. Kids nowadays, they don't know the meaning of respect. When I was young, people like you would... Pay attention with that stick. Ouch. And please calm down. God. Nini, aren't you bothering the gentleman? Maybe we're better off leaving. You don't need to tell me twice.
Where do you think you're going?
Hey, where do you think you're going? Fleeing like cowards, aren't you? Your generation really is spineless. You should have worked in the mines.
Huh?
Man, what got into him? Do you really want to know, Nini? 22 years ago, that man lost his only child in the Third War against the Demon King. Since then, he's been too afraid to form new bonds. He's never really healed from the wound of that loss. I didn't know that, so that's why he was so hostile. Yes, we live in a cruel world, Nini. Apparently so.
I'm watching you.
Hey, I've been watching you for a while now. Good afternoon, young girl. My name's Nana, N-A-N-A, and I'm not a young girl. Sure. Forgive us, Nana. We didn't mean to upset you. Is there a reason why you were looking at us earlier? Doesn't Shiori already know the answer to that? Perhaps she wants me to play along.
You aren't half bad.
Yay, the lady is much smarter than the other guy. I can hear you, you know.
Blah, blah, blah.
Ah, you're not funny at all. I was expecting a more sarcastic response.
I'm the smartest person in town.
I always like to listen to everyone's conversations. People sometimes are so superficial, they aren't even aware that their personality changes based on their choices and interactions. I'm aware, I'm choosing to say this. Right? You get it after all. I can't tell if this child is a genius or utterly crazy. We really need to go now, but we hope to see you again, Nana. Okay, I'll be watching you.
Quite fun, isn't it?
Suppose her parents didn't teach her to respect other people's privacy. Alright, then let's head to the Sly Owl Tavern. A multitude of different smells is invading my nostrils. Some of them are familiar. I wonder why. Perhaps I've already tasted the dishes being served here? Feeling hungry too, huh? Oh, look at the beauty who's just entered. What do you think, babe? Wanna eat something with me? Let's say this place is also popular among disreputable people. Won't you answer him? Better to ignore guys like that, and let's say that I'm used to it. Rather, we should look for a free table. Seems easier said than done, the place is packed. There's a free table. Also there's one, and there's one. There's one.
I see.
So many books. Some of them look like they might be worth a good sum. You're such a connoisseur, huh? Tarmen is a border town. These books have presumably been left here by people passing by. Interesting. I wonder if there are any magic books too. I mean, books about magic? No, books that allow you to cast spells. You don't need any books to use magic, Nini. You don't? I wonder why I assumed it was that. I wonder where this door leads. I think you can reach the rooms from there. However, it'd be wise to eat something first. After such a long journey, going to bed with an empty stomach wouldn't be ideal, right? Indeed, I'm hungry. Better grab a bite before going there. Oh? Where was it? Yeah. We're just taking the money out of the tavern. No big deal. It's a wood stove. Judging by the dents, it's also quite old. However, I must admit it still works excellently. It's enough to heat up the whole room. Pretty lady. Excuse me, is everything okay?
Greetings.
Oh, apologies. Did you ask me something? Good evening. Forgive the intrusion, but I saw you with a concerned expression and I was wondering if you needed any help. Oh, that's very kind of you, thanks, but I prefer not to talk about it. Forgive me if I insist, but I'm a high-rank soldier of the Holy Swords of Pilot. And I'm a priestess. If there's anything or anyone troubling you, please don't hesitate to ask. We'd be happy to help. For some reason that came quite naturally to me. I wonder if I used to be like this in the past. Oh, you're from the Holy Swords. It's nice of you to be concerned about me. I'm waiting for my boyfriend. We should have met here 3 hours ago, but he's late. It's not like him to disappear without telling me. I'm really worried that something may have happened to him. I see. Now I understand the reason of your concerned look, miss. Oh, please, his name is Tobias. If you happen to learn something about him, could you please report it to me? I'm Celia, by the way.
I'm Sir Onier.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Celia. I'm Sir Zuzaku Onier, at your service.
I'm Shiori.
We'll do our best to find any clues about Tobias. Okay, side quest. Dearly beloved, my sweet Tobias is not back yet. He had said that he would bring me a present from the forest and we had a date for tonight. But he is already many hours late. I'm afraid that something terrible may have happened. Could you look into it for me? We will. The people of Avium need your help. You can access the quest panel from the pause menu. Here you can see your currently active quests and their details and rewards. In some cases, after completing a quest, you'll have to report to the client. Also, keep in mind that quests will only remain active until the end of the chapter. May Lord Valonja bless your kind souls. Thank you, really. Is Valonja the name of the local god, perhaps? We'll be back with some good news, hopefully.
I appreciate your help.
I look forward to our next meeting. Good luck. I wonder if this table is free.
Wait, what?
Well, why are you unsure, Nini? I can't sense anyone here. It must be free. There's a rag and a mug. It seems like Shiori can't see any inanimate objects. Well, it would be strange if the mug was malicious. I don't think there are many alternatives anyway, but we can wait for a bit if you prefer. It does seem like the only free table. What to do? Let's sit here. I think it's best if we sit here.
Oh, come on.
Now be a good boy, you. I don't think it's a good idea to show off. Precisely. Now we have everyone's eyes on us.
You're gonna regret this.
Isn't that a rare specimen of Lucas? Hey, it's true. It's a Lucas. Look at those accessories. Nini, I can sense the malice growing around us. You need to do something, and soon. Violence is always the answer. Let me handle this with diplomacy. Gentlemen, we're all very tired and eager to party. Why should we spoil this beautiful evening by dyeing our tables of red?
Get lost.
I'm gonna break your face. Please don't be like that. I think we can get along. Just calm down for a second. And your next drink is offered by me. Psst, I know we don't have much gold, but I'm trying to save you here. Give me a break. You can live for now, but watch your back. Did it really work? Phew. You've been lucky, Nini, and you handled the situation skillfully. You sure? Well, we got away with it, at least for now. That's all that matters. We can finally rest. Yeah, I really needed it. I'm feeling so exhausted. It's curious. We walked a short physical distance, yet it's as if your mind has been traveling non-stop for days. I'm slowly reaching enlightenment. I'm glad you joke about the situation instead of feeling down. And yet I can clearly see that your memories are still buried.
I have no time to waste.
Would you like to order, or do I have to stand here even longer? I have no time to waste explaining the menu, so read it yourselves. And you are?
I'm the boss here.
You may call me Arlene. I run this place. Give me a nod when you have chosen. Yes, she's the owner. She has the money. You can bite her if you want. An interesting individual, wouldn't you say?
I see.
You say so. She didn't even notice that Shiori is blind, but at least she took the mug and rug with her. You seem slightly hostile towards Arlene for my sake. Thank you, but there's no need for that. As I said earlier, I'm used to these kinds of things. To other matters, would you like to choose for me? What do you want to eat? Any kind of seafood would be alright. Seafood, huh? Got it. I'll also choose my dish while I'm at it. Any food you had will be unavailable during dinner. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like there's many options. We'll take steak and chips, I guess. And we'll take a crab soup for her.
Nini?
It seems you're done. I'm curious to see what you've chosen for me. I should have got her a glass of water. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. Don't worry, I'll give you some of mine.
Are you ready?
You've chosen, just say it already. I can't wait all day to take your order. And what's with that surprised face? Youngsters these days. Defining this owner as acidic would be an understatement.
All right. Let's give this a try.
We're ready to order. What was Shiori's order again? Crab soup for the young lady, and I'll have this one. Thanks. Alright, I'll take half an hour.
That sounds great.
Thank you, Arlene. You're blind. Well, it did take a long time for her to notice. Better late than never. Ha! And that's all she has to say? She isn't a bad person, Nini. I trust your judgment. With my power, I can clearly see that she has no ill intention. She's just a bit gruff. It certainly takes a strong temper to run a tavern frequented by drunkards and thugs, don't you think?
Got it.
That may be true. Rip all our money. Okay, this silence is awkward. Do you want to talk about something, Nini? Time will pass faster with a little chat. To be fair, I have no idea what to say. Let's see if something comes to mind. Okay, I may go with this. How can you see the Lucas? Let me answer you with another question. Do you think there's any difference between the malice of a human and that of an animal? No, not at all. But that's not an option here. Apparently, I'm gonna say I don't know. Your doubts are justified. It doesn't make much sense to compare the two. Both species are malicious, although for different reasons. Animals are more instinctive, whereas human beings are more complex and sometimes sneaky, But we're still talking about malice either way. I see, so the Lucas is evil? That
I can see
Lucas
you.
is an exception. Despite being an animal, it has the malice of a greedy human tormentor. I don't want to know what's going through its head. Well now. Aren't you cold? Not at all. But we're freezing here, and in the forest earlier it was even worse. Anyone born in Pylum is used to these temperatures, but I guess you forgot? Of all the visions I've had so far, this was certainly the most bizarre. What did you remember this time?
I think
There
I'm
was
starting to remember.
someone, I can't really recall his name, who used to play his own belly like a drum. Were we supposed to be shown something there? Even in the middle of a snowstorm, I could distinctly hear this person's special music. Oh, it's an ancient Pylamese mantra. People do that to chase away bad thoughts and fortify the spirit. The only thing I want to chase away right now is this weird image from my mind. Do I have any other conversation topics? What do you think of your power? Oh, why are you asking? I've been asking myself this for quite a while, actually. When we defeated those bandits in the forest, I told you your power was incredible, but you didn't seem of the same opinion. Forgive me, perhaps that was inconsiderate. Quite the opposite, I just find it surprising, that's all. You've always been quite introverted, so it was very rare for you to bring up this sort of conversation. My older self used to behave differently. In that case, should I try to align with my previous personality, or is it okay for me to live as it comes naturally? God, what a headache. I feel that my observation is troubling you. Please don't worry. You asked a legitimate question and it made me happy.
My power to sense malice.
When I think of my power, huh? Earlier today you said to me that being able to sense other people's malice is incredible. However, I don't like it. You don't? Imagine that you're constantly hearing other people's voices. Their hatred, envy, perfidy, and all that leads to hostility towards others. Can you imagine such a life? I understand your feelings, Shiori. For real? That kind of power has its drawbacks. Sensing other people's emotions must be very stressful. I think it goes deeper than you think, though. Imagine having to live surrounded by other people's negative thoughts and feelings, constantly and without interruption. If you close your eyes, you see them anyway. If you plug your ears, you can still hear them. From the first second you wake up to the last moment of your day, you're never alone. Your inner thoughts get constantly mixed with theirs. Could you handle this burden? I try to imagine hearing hostile voices in my head. I can't hide, I can't stop them. I have already experienced this before with my visions, however they last but a brief moment. If I had to constantly live like that, it would be extremely hard, Shiori. I have a feeling my question was truly inappropriate. Now you're feeling guilty, right? How did you guess? Because you're being malicious towards yourself. I can understand a lot more things than I show, Nini. But to have a normal conversation, sometimes it's better to pretend not knowing. People can get very defensive once they understand that their private feelings are being violated. So, not only are you forced to sense malice, but for the sake of others you also try to hide it?
I'm sorry.
And the only thing I can do for her now is to minimize my feelings of guilt. I don't want her to carry this burden too.
That's very kind of you to say.
Don't worry, your emotions don't bother me. In fact, you were sweet to worry about me. I don't know how much an amnesiac's word matters, but you can count on me. It matters more than you think.
Feeling better now, Nini?
What about your memory? Anything else came to mind while talking to me? Nothing relevant, I fear. I see. Don't worry, I think you just need some more time. In any case, our dishes should arrive soon. I'm excited. It was a good idea to ask Shiori these 3 questions. I feel like I know her a lot better now. Here's your order. I don't even have to tell you this, but if you let it cool down, it tastes like dirt. Just eat already. Thanks. She touched Chiori's hand to give her a sign. That was unexpectedly considerate of her. You have obtained steak and chips. Well, Nini, bon appetit. Likewise. It would be embarrassing if I didn't remember how to eat my food. I do remember, right? It had something to do with the inventory, if I'm not mistaken. Is something wrong, Nini? I'm waiting for you. Let's not offend Arlene, shall we? Okay. Apparently Alt does something to... Okay, sure. I don't actually remember. Time for me to eat from the inventory after clearing my thoughts. Yes. How? I'm clicking all the... Oh, right click. I remember. There we go. Yes, unfortunately.